What is up, everybody? Well, it's been a minute since I did a video, about a year. I got burned out on it. I deleted all of my videos other than a couple. I haven't looked at YouTube forever. Haven't looked at my account. But Mrs. G convinced me to do another video or give her a try again. Everybody that was following me before, hope everything's good. Anybody new to the channel, I farm and do repairs and restorations. Gonna try to focus mainly, if I do videos from here on out, I'm gonna focus mainly, I think, on restorations and repair projects. A lot of the farm videos are just boring to me. So what we got going here is 7250 Case IH Magnum. I bought this over the summer at a dealer inventory auction. They told me that the guy that traded it in said it burned a little oil. Well, that was kind of an understatement, but pulled wagons with it last fall, and by the end it was going through oil like no tomorrow and had no power. It scored. Number 6 cylinder was all scored up, and the piston was half melted, and some of the other cylinders were scored. I pulled the head off, and I was going to do an in-frame, but the rear main was leaking, which they always are on these 8.3s. And the inner timing cover was leaking, so I had to take the motor out. And then I talked to my service manager at my local dealer, and at the end of the day, I went with a complete reman. Yeah, I had to put the fuel system and turbo and all that on it, but I know some people, YouTube mechanics, are majorly against reman engines. Case, my dealer said they haven't had any problems, and they've put 1 million of these in, and it comes with a 2-year warranty. And anymore, the amount of time that it takes to send the head off and everything else to have it rebuilt, it just takes forever. So I got a complete reman, swapping over stuff from the core engine to the new one. Put a new turbo on it, a new exhaust manifold. I sent my injectors off and had them rebuilt. Had my injection pump rebuilt. There's parts laying everywhere around here for it. Mrs. G, anybody that doesn't know who that is, that's my wife. She's been repainting all the black pieces. Been doing an excellent job. The front axle, the tie rods were worn out, so put new tie rods on it. These bushings and the pivot pin were trashed, so I put new bushings in there already, and I got a new pin. Somebody had just put new U-joints on both sides in there and new hub seals, so that's good. My biggest complaint so far on this reman, I get it that maybe there's a handful of different applications, different injection pump drive gears for the different pumps that were used on the 8.3, but it didn't come with the gear in there, which is fine, but they RTV siliconed the whole timing cover on it. I mean, look at all that crap. Don't you think they would have just like left it like the bolts just loose sitting there with no, not siliconing it all up? Now I got to be real careful with that front main seal to not screw it up when I put it back on after I clean all the glue off. But it's already, this tractor, whoever had it before, has done all the normal Magnum fixes. All the hydraulic hoses have been changed. All of these under the cab have been changed. We already, before fall, put a new seat in it and some cab interior, and we had the roof off, so we repainted the roof. But we're gonna repaint all of it, and this one's gonna pull my planter. Zoom you out a little bit here. Just more of the pieces that Mrs. G painted. It's a new AC condenser, all new AC lines, a new radiator. That's the heavy duty one with an extra core. That was one of the main problems with these boxcar Magnums. They'd overheat if you pulled them too hard. Over here, yeah, I purchased that too last fall. One owner, local tractor. It's only got 3,500 hours on it. Original tracks. They got a date code of 1997 on them, but they're pretty well smoked, along with the mid rollers. But this one was quite the project. Wish I would have taken the time to do some videos on this. Let's just say the rat ate the cat. It was a freaking mess. Me and Mrs. G gutted the cab and fixed a whole bunch of wiring and put new seat in it, and the guy just he didn't want to mess with it, that owned it, the original owner. So I got her at a good price, and we fixed it, and we chiseled all fall with it. It's all good, just needs the undercarriage, and I've got the rooftop off right now, fixing something up there. But the red for the Magnum's back here. Mrs. G's been sanding on it. Some of it wasn't bad, like this paint looks good. So's the hood, but a body shop had to have done this because it's not the right color red, and they must have like tinted it more like pinkish to try to match all the original paint that was on the cab and everything, and it just looked janky. So it'll all get repainted. There's the dry housing that goes on the back of the engine. But pretty much I figure I'd give this one more shout out, give her a try. I like YouTube just due to the ability to learn things on it and whatnot. As far as every other social media platform, they're completely useless to me, and I think a lot of people in this world have lost themselves due to that. They just spew anything. So I like YouTube. I like a lot of the things that people build and show on YouTube. So I'll give her a go here again. See if anybody comes back and is interested in seeing this project through. And I've got some more. I bought some other tractors that need to be restored. We're gonna start fixing and flipping some stuff here. I quit working on stuff for everybody else, and last year I did, and it's been amazing getting to work on my own projects. And we've sold quite a few things too. But yeah, I can get into the other projects and stuff like that at a different day. We did a ton of work on this shop, me and Mrs. G, over the summer. It's a mess right now, but we changed the layout in here. There used to be a room right here, and there was a wall there. We love it. I'm not heating my other shop. I have a bigger shop, and we turn the heat off over there for the winter. Got the tie rod here. Got that one out and the new one in it. This one is being a real pain. I finally got it moving now. This penetrating oil is extremely expensive, but man, it works. I could not get this to move at all, and I sprayed some of that on there and went in and had lunch and came out, and now I can turn it like a quarter turn back and forth, so it obviously does something. But other than that, got all kinds of stuff laying in here. Yeah, here was that pivot pin for the front end. It was shot. That pin is like $900. Some of this stuff has just gotten out of control. Got U-joints for the front drive shaft. This shaft is what runs the front drive shaft. Got new bearings and seal for it. I still got to change these. These are all loose. Change those two, get the other one on, set my my toe. Then I can get the frame rails, or one of them, back on it, get it flipped around, and then I'll set the engine in it, put the other frame rail on, and probably just, I don't know, a day of odds and ends getting stuff finished up, bolted onto that, and finishing the front axle, and then I'll be ready to start rolling it back together. Got a new torque, or the disc on the back of the engine, new coupler for this shaft. That shaft's fine, but the coupler's got some wear in it, in the splines. Put a new block heater in it. Some of the stuff that didn't come, I know there's different configurations for this engine, but these things, I had to take them out of the old engine. They were jammed in there. Dipstick tube, I bent that all up trying to get it out, so I got a new dipstick tube. But right here is the engine oil fill. I got to try to get that out of there without destroying it. I got to get this fitting out too. The turbo drain, there was a freeze plug there. I had to transfer that over. Hopefully it's all good. Once I get it running, I'm going to take it to the dealer, drive it to the dealer, and they'll put it on the dyno, and we'll set the pump for the right horsepower and break it in. As soon as it's running, they're going to come put auto steer in it. Get all my monitors and planter harnesses run on it. But anyway, I I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's all good around here. So have a good weekend, and maybe I'll see you with another video. See ya.